Philly, they feel me, they bump my shit. Out in Philly, they feel me, they bump my shit. Out in Philly, they feel me, they bump my shit. Out in Philly, they feel me, they bump my shit. Out in Philly, they feel me, they bump my shit.
Keep them coming, the AnR2DaStreetz. It's only right, you know what I mean, that I bring them through. Right. You know what I'm saying? And without further ado, I introduce everybody to my nigga, Cyssero the Virus. What's up, my nigga?
Yeah, we here. What we doing?
What's going on, my nigga? What's cracking? You know what I mean?
Man, everything, man. I'm kind of over and under the radar right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm behind the scenes a little bit.
Talk up to the mic. I want the people to hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want my people to hear it. You know, we got a worldwide audience here.
Let them know.
So, you know, I want you to let the people know off top. I want you to let the people... Right. Big. You feel the love of my angels. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know,
don't feel too much.
I got Mr. Furley. I got Mr. Furley sitting to my right over here. You know what I'm saying?
Just making sure the rent is in and all that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, off top, man, I want you to let the people know off top, man. You know, because we got a worldwide audience, man. You know, I know, but let the people know off top, man. Who is Cyssero?
Yeah, Cyssero is, you know, born and raised, bred it, 215 nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everything about me, everything I stand for is just thorough shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything's thorough. It's nothing else. We don't, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't thorough, we ain't with it. If it ain't thorough, it ain't us. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is.
For sure. For sure.
Stand up.
Uptown definitely stand up.
Uptown.
City stand up. And everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? What I've been about all this time.
Well, I mean, you know, right now, you know, for some of my listeners that don't know, I want you to let the people know. You know what I mean? Give them a little history on who Cyssero the Virus is.
Oh yeah, well,
you know
we're
what
gonna
I mean?
take it back in the days when I first, you know what I mean, jumped on the scenes. It was battles, you know what I'm saying? And I bit a lot of people's heads off, and that's documented. It's everywhere on the internet. You know what I mean? Look me up, Google me, it's a million pages.
Right. Oh yeah.
I bit a lot of niggas' heads off, you know. A lot of them is, you know, dudes with the dudes without. that's how, you know what I mean, I let everybody know that my feet was planted here, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, since you spoke on the battle scene, I gotta, you know what I mean, bring it up too, you know what I mean, since we on the topic of it. You know, we had Major Lead on the Gunline Battleground show last night, and he was saying that
was a victim.
Yeah, he said he would love to rematch you.
No. Hold on. Hey, before we even get into that.
No, but I mean, you know.
No. Like, how do you feel about the battle scene today? I know you see, you know, with, you know, Ness and Tech 9 and other dudes from Philly, and a lot of other dudes such as, like, Math, Hoffa, A-Verb, Hollow, Don. Yeah. There's a whole scene out there, URL and Grind Time. What do you think about that?
Professionally, I think that's not for me no more, but for buzz and bar fighting, that's just fighting the bar. Why not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you respect it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because when a nigga man up, you know what I'm saying, and go face to face with a nigga.
Are you willing to still entertain, you know what I mean, the battle scene?
I mean, it gotta be somebody that I know.
I mean, the reason why I asked because, you know, the reason why I asked because you come from the beginning of it when y'all stood there and went face to face.
This my nigga, and for the record, we got history together.
Yes.
Right. See why I want to ask you, from me to you, could Ace McClowd get you back in the ring if it was right?
If it was right?
If it was right.
Depending on who it is.
Depending on who it is, if it was right, could I get you back in the ring for some of these niggas that be talking some reckless shit?
Yeah, depending on who it is, what's the bet?
I mean, that's what I was. That was my point that I was ready to make because it changed. Like you come from the days, you know, Too Raw from the street. Shout out to Big Star and all that.
Yeah.
Whereas y'all went face to face for the love, or you know what I mean, just for competition in the sport.
Yeah.
And nowadays it kind of evolved and it changed, and guys are getting paid. And your name come up a lot. We got a show on Thursdays at Gunline Battleground.
Yeah.
And you know, when they look at Philly and battle rappers, you know, your name come up.
Of course.
You know, and a lot of the Philly dudes look at it like, you know, we've been there, done that, but they ain't realizing, you know, the promotion and the response and the buzz that, you know, the whole battle scene generates.
Yeah.
You know, and the money.
True.
So, like I said, you know, I don't know how abreast you are with the scene nowadays, but it's money, you know, and a lot of dudes turn it down, and I see that they ain't getting paid for features, they ain't getting no shows,
Right.
but you turning down battle money, and that's what you come from, and that's what you do. Not saying you per se, but a lot of the Philly dudes. So we trying to get y'all dudes back out there, man, and get y'all some checks, and, you know what I mean, build y'all buzz. So that's why Ace came at you on that note. So.
Well, like I said, it gotta be.
I mean, I know see
I
why.
need a body, and on top of that, we got a bet.
Right.
For sure.
I mean, you definitely a worthy dude,
It
so
wouldn't
you
be a
wouldn't
better
get
situation with you.
Exactly. It's
You would
not
get
that
paid
you get
just to
paid.
show up.
Right.
Nigga.
Honestly,
A nigga like you would get paid to just show up.
not to sound like, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, you know, big shit. I'm sort of a big deal, so, you know, I mean, sort of kind of, so when I come through, it do be checked, so, you know what I'm saying?
sure.
That's why
Like, you got a name in the
like,
base, so you definitely one of the dudes who could get a check. So you know
There
what I
should
mean?
be a check
You don't have
involved.
to
Go
put
check
up
the
your own
numbers.
bread.
Go check our numbers.
You
know
show
what I'm saying?
up, collect.
Check all our numbers.
You know what I mean? Collect the head, collect the check, and you roll out like Philly niggas do. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is what it is.
Philly niggas known for making niggas famous. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what we do.
That's
in
another thing that I sweat a whole lot, because you know what I'm saying, Philly set the battle on fire. You know what I'm saying? We set it on fire.
For sure.
And then a lot of cats start creeping out the woodworks from other cities. They start getting their buzz up because they was mentioning niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a couple cats on YouTube like to mention my name and come at me talking about battling, and their views is up because they said,
Right.
I want to battle.
That's the thing nowadays. Yeah.
And then that just make me turn the other cheek because there's bigger shit going on out here.
Right.
I don't know about them.
But you know what I mean? The check in the cheek, you know what I mean? You know. I know how it go though.
For
sure.
Right way.
For sure. But you know,
But you
answered
doing
the
big
question.
things and you done big things. So, you know what I mean? Speak on a little situation, like at one point you was with the Black Wall Street situation. I know you moved on, you know what I mean? But like, let our listeners know, man, because Philly do have a lot of history, and like somebody was saying earlier, as far as when, like, matter of fact, Ness was saying, when any big company or whatever looking for artists, they come to Philly.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? How was that situation, you know, with you?
Well, the whole Black Wall Street situation was a blessing then, and even up to this day now, it's still a blessing because, you know what I'm saying, I still get calls, you know what I'm saying, about any and everything just off of that situation and the impact I made when I was, you know, deep involved with it, you know what I'm saying, and I decided, just so everybody know, I did not get dropped from Black Wall Street. I decided to go ahead and walk away because, you know, it was a lot of speculation, and then the whole beef with 50 and the gang. It just was bad for the gang's business, you know what I mean? So when he was getting blackballed, we was getting blackballed. So I mean, I'm too new to get blackballed already. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I felt like there was a lot of green lights that should have been there, but they was red when it was time to go in. You know what I'm saying? Because my first mixtape under the Black Wall Street was called The Ether, and I did it with DJ New Jersey Devil. And when we were supposed to drop it with Gang, and Gang said no, and I was like, wow. And I still don't
What, the
understand
protege of the game? Or the one before that?
No, because you know, you was on the Ether, matter of fact, wasn't you?
Come on.
It was you and the devil. It was you and the devil. You was on the Ether. And you know how that went.
I only co-sign that official shit, man.
Exactly.
I'm part of Philly history, you know what I mean? Rap history, you know what I mean? If I may say so myself, man, you know what I mean? I put on. And if I may say so, man, Cyssero is one of the hottest niggas out here, you know what I mean? And you do, in my eyes, make some of the best songs out of anybody out here, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, you know, it was a lot of Politricks with the dumb shit, you know what I mean, when we was dropping them hammers. Because without the push of the labels or anybody co-signing what we was doing, check the numbers, you know what I mean? And you know, that Piff keep track of numbers, and if the numbers is what they is on that Piff, you know what I mean, times that by 10 because all the other mixtape websites and torrent sites and shit that niggas go crazy on, you know what I mean, you gotta keep all that in mind too. So, you know what I mean, definitely, man, you know what I mean, I know what you mean with that situation. And I was with you, I was rocking with you a lot around that time. So, you know what I mean, I do know.
Three back to back. We hit him with the fucking 3.
We 4-peated it, man. We did something that don't nobody do. You know what I mean? Nobody in the city did that with me, man.
What was the 4th one?
We did the growth, me and Amir.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We did,
the
you know what I mean?
The rulers back, unstoppable, and the growth. Like
for sure.
We bossing niggas.
For sure.
That's history for y'all out there. That's
for sure.
Niggas in here too.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like that. But I remember when you had Swag It Out. Remember when you had In the Air out?
Yeah. Them tracks got me a lot of money.
Wait a minute. Nah, I remember that era. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I remember the Millie remix.
That thing got me written up in the Vibe Water Source.
Right.
For the top 5 Millie verses in the US.
Right.
We ain't gonna go there.
Right.
We know this.
So the whole twist is, what happened, my nigga?
As far as the politics here?
Yeah, for sure.
What?
This is before I came in power. This is before Barack Oasis, you know what I'm saying, got on, you know what I'm saying, up here and sat in the presidential seat, you dig, and became, you know what I mean, Jack Tripper, aka PD Green of the Philly scene. You know what I'm saying? So you know, now I'm here, you know what I mean, you know I'm here doing what I do, but what happened in the past? Because I know DJ Khaled was playing your records.
Yes.
I know Funk Flex was playing your records.
Flex.
Yeah, you know, I was in New York and I heard your shit on the radio.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean, you know, let the people know.
Documented. That's why
For
I
sure.
don't understand it.
For sure.
It's all documented.
For
but
sure.
you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. When you a threat, that's when, you know what I'm saying, everything gets 10 times harder when you're a threat. And it's only because you're a threat to a movement that already has an artist that's trying to go the lane you going. You know what I mean?
For
and
sure.
instead of opening the lane for everybody that's hot, they close the lane down and specialize it for one person.
I mean, you know what? I always felt.
Which is not cool.
I mean, you know, I'm a little old school. I don't, you know, disclose my age too much, but I'm a little old school, and I always said when it come to Philly, it always seemed like it was only room for one.
Yeah.
Every time, you know what I mean? And this ain't no knock to the one that might be getting they run at the time. You know what I mean? Right.
To the dolo.
Right. But I always look at it like when Siegel and them had they run. Right. Even though it was Siegel and a clique, it was just Siegel and his clique.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you had the figures and you had Cash and you had niggas like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you had Philly's Most Wanted. So, you know, I always felt like it was only room for one. And like the Wharton said, you gotta, you know, accredit the DJs, you know what I mean, the tastemakers, and the people that was putting on for, you know, what we doing here. Right. So I mean, you know, like, do you feel like you fell victim to that? Like you had your little 5 minutes of fame and it got snatched away from you?
Yeah. Cause there was so much more to come behind that. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
The records don't stop because it seems like, you know what I'm saying, once the BDS picked up and you know, I was in the top 40.
So tell me something, my nigga. So you had your records BDS.
Yeah. So
okay.
Even with these things going on, and I knew that right there, it was time to just put the pedal to the metal. You know what I'm saying? So even I was coming up with records left and right. So
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
I still to this day, I still feel like.
Still to this day, that On Fire record is one of my favorite records, man.
Yeah, produced by Saram.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Saram, man. You know what I mean? That was definitely one of my favorite records right there. Still to this date, man. You know what I mean? Bars. It was bars. And it was entertaining. I must say so myself.
Appreciate it.
I don't front. I don't pull no punches, man. If you was one of them niggas that I felt was pooty juice, I'll be in here like, man, you coming with that lackluster bullshit and it's not flying. That's why it ain't working for you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, I ain't here just saying some shit because you hear me. Niggas will tell you, man, I always speak highly of you, man. I always say, man, I feel like you one of the ones that make the music that can take it beyond the crib. Like, what do you think your chances are now in your present day state, like, what are you doing right now to like get yourself outside the box, man?
Well, to keep it real, the name is already outside the box, so you know the
For sure.
videos is coming. You know, the mixtapes is still coming. But other than that, you know, I got a couple of business partners I'm working with, and what we trying to do now is close this next deal. I don't want to talk too much about it, just in case it, you know, whatever happened may take a right turn, left turn, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is 2 joints on the table right now that I'm working for.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
And hold on, before you go,
Go ahead.
It's the music that's gonna close these deals. You
Okay.
know what I mean? So.
Okay.
And for them to be, they big record labels too.
You know what? And that might answer my next question of like, I know some of your prior affiliations, you know what I mean, that you was down with. And I was gonna ask you, like, do you feel like dealing with certain people in the past, you know, like even with the game, and even with, you know, going back as far as like your Canon, you know, affiliation and your Shorty O affiliation.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel like that will have anything to do with like blackballing you or holding you back?
Nah. Cause everything that was ain't. You know,
Okay.
So that's the only way to make sure that everything's closed. You know what I'm saying? Before you move, you gotta close everything. So that's, you know, it was a lot of things you live and you learn. So it was a lot of things with my business that was going on. I had to close off a lot of things before I started something new.
Okay.
And now it's like, alright, now we can jumpstart some big shit now, because it's none of the past dickheadedness. That's what I call it.
Okay.
It's in the way.
Okay.
So,
Okay. And another thing, you know, I don't pull no punches around here, man. It's the AnR2DaStreetz. You always know, man. Ace McClowd like spokesman on board.
exactly.
Any problems with any nigga out here right now?
Me? Yes.
Huh?
Is that a question? It sounds like a statement.
Nah, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Because I'm Keanu Reeves. I'm Keanu Reeves, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the watcher. And I saw some things the other day. I saw some internet, you know, war of words on the internet the other day.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna necessarily put it in the line of war of words. You know what I mean? It was a discussion online. And I wanna know, is it any legs to that? As far as you and Meek Mill in the city of Philadelphia.
Well, you know, because I could refer to him as little homie, because that's what he always been. You see what I'm saying? And congratulations on all his, you know, his up and coming, you know, success and all that, as far as what he's been doing. And, you know what I mean? It's just the thing when somebody just becomes bigger, then the ego becomes bigger than them. It just don't sit well with a lot of people. And he has a problem with that. But
So you do have a problem with that?
no, not necessarily. I mean,
Come on, my nigga. I mean, it's not necessarily. Huh? I mean, I already know it's no cool shit going on. You know what I mean? I already know it's no cool shit going on. But is there a problem?
yeah, it's a competitive problem.
It's a
I feel like he feels
I like
I'm a
that.
threat,
I like that.
And he acts funny.
I like that.
He acts funny.
I like that.
I'm just keeping it
That's a
100.
mature
I don't-
answer.
Yeah, I don't.
No, that's really a mature answer.
Or you know what I'm saying, or try to feed off anybody because I don't care. I got bars. I do it myself. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I got, you know, skills. So I don't really feel like. But him, it's competitive. You know what I'm saying? Deep down, it's competitive. And, you know, because of where we was at. You know what I'm saying? When his records was hot, mine got hot. You know what I'm saying? And then right where. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of, even with the toss up with people behind the scenes, it ain't so much of the fans. The fans like what they like.
Right.
It's the big guys, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
My name is always around him. It's probably in prison. It's probably in prison.
Okay.
It's just the big guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's behind the curtains more or less. You know what I'm saying?
Q, you look like you got a question.
Yes, I do. What separates you from the rest of the Philly hip hop artists?
I just felt like that I wasn't scared to let go of being too damn hard. Bad. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like when I first started, it was about that. I'm older, more mature, doing more things, so these things enter my records, and I'm not scared to let these things enter my record and still come with the same lyrical ability that make me yo, you feel what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of shit defers me, man. Just my whole way of too down to earth for cats. Like I can't really